Oh, yeah.
What is up, guys? Welcome. We are back. Welcome to the LCG podcast. Double digits, Elio. Episode 10. I think we did it. We're here.
Yes.
Double digits. That means we're not going away. Each and every week, guys, Tuesday and Thursday at 4 o'clock. You know how we do it, bringing you marketing ideas, tips, different topics, digital, traditional. We got all types of things. We're going to have guests. Today is no different.
Yep.
So my name is Charles Ricky. This is Elio, Mr. Fiesta Piedra. Elio, what's going on?
Man, I am super excited. I am excited. It's been a great week. I am just fired up because we have a super special guest that we're very grateful to have. So if you really love real estate, if you really love just hanging out with successful people that inspire you, you better stay right there. And you know what? Like it and share it right now. Leave your comment below where you're watching from because we are on fire. Isn't that right?
We're going right into it, baby. We're going right into it today. So let's introduce our guest. Who do we got with us?
Oh, we have the one and only Gary Thomas.
That's right. Yay. Mr. Gary Thomas with RE/MAX Professionals. Gary, welcome. What do you think? What do you think of the set?
Wow, this is cool. I can't believe it. Actually.
Nice. We got us all here, technology. So we're excited to have Gary. Gary, we've been promoting RE/MAX Professionals. They're a sponsor of the LCG podcast. We're very excited to have them as a sponsor. And also, that he's personally been helping me and my mama get a house, which that is finally done. So we're excited about that. But not only, my mom, anyone that needs a house, real estate from Gainesville to Lake City and everything in between, RE/MAX Professionals has you covered. But I'm going to shut up. We're going to let the real man, talk about RE/MAX and all of the good things that RE/MAX has going on. But before we get into that, let's get into some marketing news, right?
Oh, yeah. Marketing news coming up your way right after the bumper. Here we go. So the marketing news that we have for today, beginning with this. Let's go, Charlie.
All right, so this is pretty interesting because obviously we got July 4th coming up. We like to keep current with the times of what's going on, and we like to talk different marketing, things, ideas. This is a campaign that Budweiser is doing, and what's cool about this, guys, you have to know your target audience. You have to know when to use seasonal things, when to use the times. They are obviously using July 4th, and they're pairing it with Independence Day. A lot of people remember that movie, 1996, Will Smith, Independence Day. Obviously, July 4th, very patriotic movie. So everyone remembers the speech from that movie, right? So they're recreating the speech with the same actor, who's a little older now, right there in the picture, and they are using his speech to push vaccinations. What a genius and bold thing. We want your comments, what you guys think about that, because obviously it's a very polarizing topic in this community right now. We would like to hope that most people are getting vaccinated, but again, everyone has their opinion. Everyone gets to do whatever they want. That is why this is a very polarizing topic right now. So Budweiser is embracing that. They're using July 4th. They're putting it all together to help push that initiative. What do you think about that?
And, well, actually, we have the first comment. Lori, thank you for being here. Thank you very much.
So I want to, so Gary, what do you think about this? Let's say you don't want to get vaccinated, right? And you're a Budweiser fan. And you saw this commercial, Gary, what do you think about that marketing-wise?
It's very possibly going to change my attitude about the topic.
Right? I mean, if you feel passionate and you're not going to get vaccinated and you think a certain way, and now you see your favorite beer company pushing vaccination, I mean, is that something where would you say, well, I understand they're trying to do the right thing, I'll let it go, or, man, maybe I should switch to Miller Lite? You know what I mean?
Who knows? I mean, it's definitely point on, and it's definitely going to be a divider, but it's going to have its effect.
I agree. Well, Elliot, what do you think about this?
Well, this is the same situation that I remember when last Tuesday we were talking about, Chipotle and, Doritos and all of that they were using like a similar strategy.
Correct.
And I mean similar is that they are using something that is happening right now. Well, the vaccination, it is a hot topic. It is huge because we've been facing like a global pandemic. And now July, the 4th of July is coming up, so they're using two hot topics, two trends.
Correct.
Yes. I would say dates to mix it all up and create like a whole marketing strategy. I think it is great for in one side for the company itself, but in the other side, the other phase of the quarter, I will say it is that they can, as Gary was mentioning, you can be facing another polarized situation. I will say.
Do you think they're going with the percentages? They're assuming more people are getting vaccinated, so they'll win in the long run.
Well, they are assuming, but it doesn't mean that people are going to get vaccinated because Budweiser.
No, I understand that. I'm thinking about the people that are fans of Budweiser not getting vaccinated. What repercussion will that have? So we just want to show you this story, guys, because remember, in marketing, it's about having a plan, having a strategy, knowing when to unleash it. You know what I mean? Whether you have a team, a marketing director, whether you have the LCG podcast, whatever you have, you need to know what is current, what is going on, and you need to know when to unleash certain things, right? Some things, right, you might not want to cross, like political, right?
I actually believe that is a great idea.
Yeah.
But I also wonder what the Budweiser fans that they don't want to get vaccinated, what are they thinking? What do you think if you are watching? By the way, I guess we have a Budweiser fan here, Jeremy Thomas.
Not so
He said,
nice.
"What's up, guys?" And hey to my pops.
You know what? Jeremy actually sticks on the Bud Light side. I think
really?
so. I mean, he we like to play golf, and I think he likes to watch calories a little bit. So he's not a Bud heavy like myself. I'm a Bud heavy guy. But and no, thanks, Jeremy. Appreciate you watching, and that is awesome.
Yes.
So just to wrap it up, guys. As you're thinking of your marketing campaigns, think of what's current, think of what's risky, think of what's not risky, think of how far you can push it, think of what you can merge with the times. A lot of people use back to school, right? Yeah. Walmart, some of the big market stores, back to school. That's an easy marketing campaign, right? But what are you going to pair that with? Pair it with a charity to help a local school or maybe a certain group of teachers. And now that marketing campaign is taking on even more of an effect, guys. Ideas sell. All right, so don't just shorten yourself. Budweiser took a leap of faith here, and they're going with something a little risky, but it might work to their benefit because everyone understands this might be a good thing, right? We're trying to get everyone healthy, so they're taking a risk. You want to take a risk with your marketing and understand what's going on currently. So I see Gary taking notes. I think Gary's already learning. Gary's on it.
I do, yeah.
Awesome, that is awesome. And talking about Gary learning and us learning from Gary, we're gonna jump right into the second news of the day. This is a title that actually we saw that is very current about Remax. Do you wanna expand on that, Charlie?
Yeah. So it says, what do home buyers and sellers need in 2021? The right agent every step of the way. And I want Gary to expand on that a little bit because anyone can just sit here and say the right agent every step of the way, right? But Remax does things right. So without further ado, Gary, we've already introduced him. Gary is the owner of Remax Professionals. Gary, is about over 50 agents now?
We have 55 agents in Lake City and Gainesville.
And take it away. Tell us the history and how it started. What do we got going on here?
Well, one of the things that, of course, I didn't know you guys were going to bring this topic today, actually, and it's kind of interesting. I'm glad you did, by the way.
Yeah, I like that.
Because one of the focuses that we have as Remax is we want agents to be productive. We want them to be professional. And so we do everything we can in our power to put our money where our mouth is. We train them.
Nice. I like that.
The big thing is we want an agent to build a business. And I'll be honest with you, I've got some agents that have built huge businesses.
Wow.
And that's what we want. We want them to be professional. And so consequently, Remax, many people are trying to get market share, and that's a good thing. But the biggest thing that I focus on is productivity per agent. Well, productivity is going to be there if somebody knows what they're doing, and that they have the ability to go out and build a network of folks that follow them. And so we teach and train that. And of course, I've got great agents, and they do that.
Which Gary, that's marketing, right?
Absolutely.
Building a following. I mean, that's it. Guys, we love to talk marketing. That's what we're doing here, and we want to bring Gary on because Remax is a marketing powerhouse, right, Gary? I mean,
it is, and one of the things that year after year, I want to say decade after decade, our agents sell more homes per agent than every brand. Every year we do that.
That's amazing.
That's pretty exciting.
And that's in the world, right?
In the world. We're in more countries than anybody the world. And so 10 years strong now, we've been 2 to 1. In other words, we sell twice as many per agent.
Wow.
So that's pretty awesome.
That is amazing. I love that. I love that. So how long have you had Remax here in Gainesville, North Central Florida?
Remax in Gainesville, we've been here. I took over in 1998.
Okay.
We added a Lake City office in 2001. And then our goal is, like you said it, we want Gainesville, Lake City, and everything in between.
For someone watching out there, and for someone that might catch the show later, that might share it with someone looking for a house or place, can you just touch on Gainesville, Lake City, everything in between? I mean, you have a lot of agents. I mean, are they going crazy? Is it organized? What do we got going on here?
Well, we have 2 offices.
Okay.
One in Lake City, one in Gainesville.
Okay.
And then we're primarily in 2 real estate boards, Lake City and Gainesville, but we're also in 2 or 3 other boards. We're in Dixie-Gilchrist Levy, we're in Ocala, we're in the Jacksonville board. So we have agents that maybe are in Lake Butler, agents that are in High Springs. We're around, but they're all attached to one of 2 offices. And so we do basically the same kind of training and try to do the same kind of pay and everything. So our agents are very consistent.
So I love that. So no one can say, I mean, whether you're in a small rural area in North Central Florida or you're in Ocala or Gainesville, I mean, your agents get treated the same. They're making the same money. I mean, it goes down to how much you work, how much you hustle, right?
Exactly. And
nice.
It's pretty exciting. And of course, Remax has knocked itself out by providing tech tools for our agents. My agents all laugh. I'm not the techiest guy in the world. But I have some real techie agents that really know what they're doing, and Remax provides them with an arsenal of weapons to be able to get themselves out there. So we're excited about that.
Nice.
One of the other things that we do, I guess I'm talking too much.
No, keep going. That's why you're here, baby. Love it.
One of the things that Remax internationally and nationally has done is we're the official sponsor of CMN, Children's Miracle Network, and that network, of course, is at Shands Hospital. And so one of the things, if we give out of our commission, if we give $1, that dollar goes directly to Shands Hospital. It does not go somewhere and get distributed.
I love that, Gary. Let me interrupt you for a second because, guys, this is our 10th episode. We've been talking marketing, earned media, paid media. A good Google review is earned media, right? Charities, this is another one. Listen, we're trying to do a good thing, right? We're trying to do a good thing and give back to the community. So Gary doesn't want to exploit that marketing, but if I'm the marketing rep for Remax, I want to exploit that for Gary because I want the community to know that we are giving back to the Children's Network. So if I'm deciding between a real estate agent and I know that Remax is going to give back to the community, man, why would I not go to Remax? So guys out there, if you're not partnered with a charity, right? Like the one Gary just mentioned, or like St. Francis House, or someone local, think about partnering with a charity because yes, you have to give back. And I know sometimes that could be tough, but from a marketing perspective, it's going to help you because people are going to understand that you're giving back and it just makes you look good, guys. And that's part of your branding. I love that.
Yeah. And we do support St. Francis House too, by the way.
Oh yeah. We love Lori. Lori does some fantastic things at St. Francis House.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to BNI Results on Fire. You know, we like to give shout outs here. That is the baddest networking group in this market. There's a lot of good other ones. But we do have I know Gary's a founder, right? Original.
Well, I'm one of the original guys. I'm not a founder.
Not the founder. Mr. Ivan Meisner is the founder. But Elio, I don't know if you knew that. Gary's one of the originals from Results on Fire.
I showed up at the right time.
Yeah, going on 10 years strong. So I love that.
That is awesome. No, and I love what Gary's mentioning about giving back to the community because one of the things that I learned from my mentors is that the more you give back to the community, the more the community gives back to you and supports your cause, your vision, and what you want to accomplish within your community. So that is awesome. But I would love to talk about a Remax logo. Because that's a hot topic as well.
Glad you brought that up.
Let's talk about that.
We love logos, and I think we did a show on logos. Remember branding logos and the importance of it. We've talked about this logo. Gary's, you're going to dive a little deeper into it, but you guys know this is the most recognized logo on planet Earth. right? Tell us about it.
Well, in the real estate business, it's the number one Remax or real estate logo. It's usually in the top 5 of all logos.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Including
of all logos.
including McDonald's and Kodak and who whatever else. But it's the 4th generation of this balloon. And you know what's interesting? A lot of times you can ask a kid on the street, hey, what company has a balloon in the real estate industry? And they'll say Remax, because it's been that well ingrained in people. This awesome. One was changed about 4 or 5 years ago, took out some of the busyness, and the balloon stays straight up. It used to have a 14-degree tilt.
Did it really?
Yeah, it used to.
Hey, that's interesting.
Yeah, and it was a broker out in Texas put one of these up one day, and the corporate headquarters loved it so much they decided to make it the logo. And
so the broker was from Remax.
He was a Remax broker, and he had a balloon that he painted Remax on and stuck it up.
Oh my God! Question: Did he get paid for that, Gary? What do you think?
Who knows?
I mean, I
bet he did.
I hope he got paid. I mean, that was. I would have asked for add another 0 to the end of that check.
So Lori's saying logo is spot on. These colors are the most recognized everywhere.
That you know what? That is, now that Gary's saying it, that is true. The red, white, and blue. I mean, it is legit. You know what? Has it not said Remax before?
Oh no! It said Remax.
It always says Remax. Okay.
Remax.
Because I want to say, if you did that, Gary, without the Remax, I'd probably still see it as Remax. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, that's how powerful it is. Like,
yeah.
I'd probably still recognize it as Remax. So
and it has the colors of the American flag. So I wonder if that was in purpose, huh?
I mean, that had to have been ultra intentional. I mean, well, you know what? This is worldwide, right, Gary?
Oh, worldwide. And it's interesting. 2 or 3 times a year, I will get a text all of a sudden, and somebody will text me a picture of a balloon in Australia or South America or Europe. Say, hey, you're everywhere, man. Well, I mean, obviously, they're somebody on vacation, or maybe one of my agents will see a Remax balloon, and they'll take a picture of it, and it thrills them.
Wow,
and they'll
awesome.
send it back to us. So it's very well recognized for sure.
Nice. So going back to the marketing tools, Gary, like. Mm-hmm. I know you have a bunch of agents. Everyone has their own style. Some may be networked more than others. Some might need some of that technology. Can you touch on like the access, and maybe, do some agents really dig in and use some of those marketing tools more than others?
Oh yeah, they do. It's funny. I recruited a gal several years ago, and she was a real techie, and she, about once a week, she'd come into my desk and say, hey, I cannot believe what Remax provides. Nice. At my other company, I had to pay for this myself.
Wow.
And so I guess my point is a lot of tools. And
other companies make them pay for that?
Well, I mean, every company, and I'm not trying to blast any company, but every company has different structures that they focus on. But Remax has an arsenal of tools that they've got. Matter of fact, it was several years ago, about 2 years ago, they absolutely just bought their own technology company, a company called Booj, B-O-O-J, and these guys are in the business of just providing all kind of technology to the agents. And so, and at my firm, I have a lady who is our technology guru, kind of.
Nice.
And she will take a person, and when they start asking me technology questions, I say, see her, but she knows it. And she would help them through it, and help them use Photify or Megaphone or some of these tools that are available to us.
Photify and Megaphone, nice.
Yeah. And Photify makes the branding easy.
Okay.
Megaphone is a digital and print advertising structure, and so forth.
So you guys use the gamut. So you guys use print advertising, right? You use digital advertising. Right, you use all those forms of media.
Yeah, absolutely. Any kind of media, it's out there. And
did you guys hear that? We always preach. This is episode 10, guys. We always tell you blended media campaign.
Absolutely.
Blended media campaign. In other words, like, if you know something is working, obviously stick to it and invest a little more in that. But you always want to be blended, right? You always want to have as much of your campaign spread out so you can hit different people hopefully it's the same target audience, but you're hitting them through different methods, guys. Google calls it the 0 moment of truth, right? They hear it on the radio, they see it on TV, they get the print in their home, and hopefully all of that connection comes to work, and in your marketing efforts, it works. I mean, that's how it works. So you're hearing it now, even with RE/MAX Real Estate. Oh, what do you got, Lori, here?
So Lori's saying, I would love to partner with them, with RE/MAX, for our next food hangout in August.
So hold on. Is Lori building?
let me know.
Lori is secretly building this. I see what she's doing here. So Lori's got Jorge Villalobos with Best Restoration.
Yes.
Now she's going to get Gary RE/MAX. So we're going to she's trying to do a nice thing to feed the homeless, and we're trying to get LCG involved and really start showing the community that even though we're a new upcoming podcast, we want to partner with some people and do a good thing like helping the homeless. Yeah. So we're going to get with Jorge, and Gary, we might get with you in the near future.
Love to. Yeah, we would definitely be in part of that.
I love that.
That is awesome. I have a question for Gary. So Gary, you have a lot of years in a lot of experience in the real estate industry, and I want to ask you, RE/MAX, obviously, it is one of the most the companies that they stand out from others the most. So what have you seen about RE/MAX that actually works for RE/MAX marketing wise, that makes RE/MAX what RE/MAX represents right now? What do you think what is that make you guys different than others?
Well, I mean, I guess this is advertising. Our biggest thing is we are builders of businesses, and that's I've got this little brochure here that and when I try to tell somebody what we do, I say to them, you can come into the RE/MAX system and you can build a business as big as you really want it. I mean, you can be as bigger than many brokers, and that's the system is set up for that. And so the pay system and everything else. And what that does, so if somebody comes in and they're going to be a business owner, and then you say to them, I'm going to give you every tool that's available, and if you're a high-tech person, you dig into it. Let's say you're not a high-tech person, like me. I'm going to reach out and we're going to give you make enough money with us that you can go hire LCG to help you put your business together.
Yes.
But RE/MAX in and of itself has a tremendous arsenal of weapons, like I said.
You will say that is the opportunity that you guys give to your agents as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
So I just want, I love that. I know Gary's passionate about making other people's business streams happen through real estate. And I just want to say, guys, if you're young out there and you're aspiring to be a realtor, or you're like, well, I don't know, maybe I don't know what a realtor makes. Maybe I should be a doctor or a lawyer. Let me tell you something. I'm not going to put anyone on the spot, but there are some realtors out there making some really, really serious money. This gentleman can attest to this right here.
Yes.
I'm talking some real money, and it's very inspiring because they still work for Gary. They still work for RE/MAX, you know what I mean? And that means a lot. That means Gary and his team are doing the right thing. It's a great environment, providing the right tools. And like Gary said, allows them to basically run their own business under the umbrella of RE/MAX.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It takes a lot of pressure off them. There's a lot of overhead they don't have to do. And they have to have because they're under an umbrella with us. And the goal there is just to go out and build your business, and not have to worry about maybe paying rent or buying insurance or hiring a receptionist.
But
to give them the opportunity. And so then once they're there, we give them the arsenal of tools to build. And so that to me is the marketing that I see that we do out there.
That is awesome.
I love that.
We are getting close to the marketing tip of the day, but we're coming back after the bumper because maybe Gary is gonna talk to that person that is dreaming about becoming a real estate agent. Maybe Gary can give you a tip how you can just jump right into it. Don't wait any longer. Okay, so we're coming back right after the bumper. Stay with us.
We're doing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, here we go. So right now it is the marketing tip of the day, but very different this time, very different because we have the great Gary Thomas with us. And now we wanna actually talk about what Gary thinks. Gary, what would you say to that person? What marketing tip or what tip would you say, would you give to that person that is seeking to become a professional real estate agent?
Or perhaps a young agent that maybe a year or 2 years in.
Yes.
Right? That's like, oh my God, what am I doing? That's a good question. Gary, what marketing tip would you, if let's say they're not for Remax, right? Because obviously, let's assume Remax does have all the marketing tools. Gary just told you about that. But let's say they're private, Gary, or they're, what we're getting at. Go ahead. Here, what can you say would help them?
Well, I mean, my agents would know this, and if they're listening to this, they might want to get sick to their stomach a little bit. But I talk about working by referral at all times.
Yes.
And the biggest thing that I want people to know, brand new, whatever, you start meeting people, networking with people, taking care of people, people start trusting you. I want to be the guy that refers them plumbers and electricians and landscaping guys, and teach agents to be that straw that stirs the drink, basically.
I love that.
That's what I want them to be. And if I could pound that in to every agent, and I always tell agents, it doesn't matter how old you are, what sex you are, what religion you are, where you're from, it's what's in your heart. And if your heart is going to network with people and build a business, that's the biggest tool that I sell. That's my tool.
Huge.
That is awesome.
I mean, that's huge. That's keeping that connection. So can you imagine, Elio, 2-3 years later, you're calling your real estate agent for like that tree hookup or the plumbing guy because they're so networked.
Right.
You will never leave them even after you bought a home. And when it's time for your son, your aunt, your grandma, your mom, you're going to refer them.
Yes.
Gary, that's a fantastic point. I love that.
Another marketing tip that I learned, and actually I already keep in my mind, but I liked it a lot today with Gary, is like, keep giving back to the community. Keep giving back and caring for your community and seeking and seeing what can you do? How can you make a difference? How can you stand out? Because that's not only a great marketing tip, but also it is bigger than your company itself. It is bigger than anything else, just the fact that you're making a difference, developing and becoming part of a wonderful cause, such as, for example, what Lori it is mentioning, the homelessness, how you can help with the housing problem that we have. Actually, housing, that it has everything to do with real estate. So I think it's great. That's something that you guys should keep in top of your mind with as part of this amazing show today with Gary. Thank you, Gary, so much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, Gary, it was great having you on. We wanted to highlight all the awesome things that you bring to the table, not only for your team, but what Remax brings for people, for aspiring real estate agents, for your current real estate agents. And I don't think people realize how much marketing goes into Remax. They're a marketing powerhouse, guys, and then that marketing helps these guys sell some homes and sell some land and get you in your dream home anywhere from Gainesville to Lake City and everything in between. So, Gary, what'd you think? You had fun?
I had a great time.
Nice. Will you be back?
I'll come back.
Nice.
One other tip I wanted to just say, looking at this, this is what I have found. When somebody calls you 2 or 3 times and you give them a good referral, even after 2 times, after you've given them 2 good referrals, a lot of times they'll say to you, do you know everybody? And now you want them to think you do, and you may not, but it's just a good thing to know that people are calling you for the roofer or whatever. So
Jorge Villalobos
from the Bar Restoration.
I am a big fan of Gary.
Jorge. I'm a fan of him.
Yeah. Jorge does. So Jorge, now that you're on, Gary committed. So we got LCG podcast, we got Fiesta Media, we got Remax Best Restoration. We're gonna do some awesome homeless stuff. We're gonna help the homeless. We're gonna do some really cool things. We're excited. Thank you, Lori, for being a fan and helping us put this together organically. Guys, this is what it's all about. It's all about marketing. And another marketing tip, you want to be with the times, right? We got the LCG podcast. Gary knows what's up with that. So Gary's a sponsor, and we're very proud to have Gary as a sponsor. Very humbled because that is a giant company, and we're very thankful that Gary's backing us up.
By the way,
he must have. What is it?
So this comment is brought to you by Remax. By the way, he says he have me a great tip, and Helen Karsh from Remax sold me house on 5 minutes. So shout out to Helen Karsh.
Yeah.
So Helen Karsh sold Jorge his house in 5 minutes. So if you're one of Gary's agents watching, the record now is 5 minutes. All right. So what I want to know is, can anyone sell a house quicker than 5 minutes? By the way, don't half-ass it. We're not trying to bring down customer service. Gary's going to kill me. He's going to be like, dude, all my agents are trying to sell a house in 5 minutes. No, seriously. That's just a fun, cool thing. Thank you, Jorge, for being a fan. Okay, boys, here's some challenge for you. LCG Podcast Live in August on Main Street.
Yeah.
We're gonna make that happen, Lori.
We're going to make that happen.
We're going to make that happen. Sure. And by the way, thank you to B Print and Design, Brian Knepp, another sponsor of ours. We got our gear, our Nike gear. We're going to have some mugs. We're going to have pens. We're going to have more apparel. Guys, if you need apparel, you can reach out to B Print and Design. He said he could put his logo on a rug. Did you know that? On a rug.
He just did the nameplates for my office. All the
nice.
agents. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Look at that. So Brian's doing nameplates for Gary at Remax. He's doing shirts for us. If you want more information, guys, reach out to LCG Podcast. If you know anyone that would benefit from this show, I know you guys go back and view other shows. If you know anyone that's thinking of buying a home, share this with them, guys. Please share this with them. Send it. This might persuade them. Now you know that you got the best of the best here, right? #1 most recognized logo in the world. So thank you, guys. We went over by 2 minutes. We like to keep it tight, 30 minutes, bringing you information each and every week. So we're going to be here every Tuesday, Thursday at 4 o'clock. Thank you, Gary. Thank you for our sponsors. We're excited. So, guys, we will see you next week. Have a very safe 4th of July weekend.
Yeah.
Parties are starting to happen. Please, please, please be safe out there. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Peace.
Thanks, guys.